back to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I'm Mr. Randy, and we're in the middle of a thunderstorm. Yes, we've been getting some good rain here in Central Texas. It's not bad. I mean, if we could get rain a little more often throughout the year, I'd be a lot happier with Texas. But anyhow, on with the show. Today we're going to talk about J&B Rare. As you can see, it's a Justerini and Brooks, which is the J&B. Founded back in 1962. Good year. It's a blended malt Scotch, 42 single and malt grain whiskey. Comes in at 40%, which is 80 proof. Again, it's on the low end scale of my preferences, between 80 and 100. It's a Speyside region Scotch. Now, why is it a Scotch? Because it's made in Scotland. But it's still a whiskey. Scotch is whiskey, whiskey is whiskey, Irish whiskey is whiskey, American whiskey is whiskey, bourbon is actually a type of American whiskey. It seems a little confusing at first, but you kind of get into it a little while after, you get into it and you find out that, Irish whiskey is Irish whiskey. It's still whiskey. But it's just like with America. You have American whiskey, and then you have bourbon. So when you make whiskey in Scotland, it's Scotch. More on the history of that later. So this comes in at about $35 in my area, and it's pretty readily available everywhere. I remember seeing this green bottle with the yellow label and the red letters J&B when I was a kid. This thing was probably everywhere where there was sophisticated drinking going on. I particularly myself don't care for it. It's well known but not well talked about. Some people like it. Like I said, I don't. I give this a 2 out of 5 stars, mostly for taste. The price is a little high for what it is. I mean, it's a Scotch, and everything that it is, a 42 single malt Scotch grain whiskey, blah, 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 from Speyside. I'm not willing to pay that much again. So would I buy it again? Not likely. The popularity is on the low end. The price is on the high end. The taste is also just not there for me. But enough yakking. Let's get the pour on. Another metal screw cap. J&B. Rare J&B. It's got a very light color to it. It is very, very light. Let's see what we can get on the swirl. It doesn't seem to... Oh, you see how that just sheets right down? It's quite interesting. That's the fastest I think I've seen any spirit. Let's go with the nose. Something odd. It's very, very light. I'm going deep. It's way in the back. It's like way in the back. That is a very, very, very low on the low end. I don't know. Am something wrong with me? Is this thunderstorm messing with my sinuses and my senses? I don't know. It's very light to me. Very light. Well, let's get it on the palate and see how that rocks. That is very light. That is very light. It's a blend of the finest old Scotch whiskeys. It's a blended Scotch. I like blended. I like small batch. I prefer that there be a recipe to something so that it's consistent. Every time I reach for a bottle, I want it to taste exactly how I expect it to taste. I don't want to be surprised like single barrels. It's got like, I want to say peanuts for some reason. I'm thinking peanuts when I get on. Like there's peanuts, like dry shell peanuts, and slight decay of small, like dry shell peanuts. It's weird. The taste, again, like I said, very light. It's not horrible. It's very light on the nose, and it's not much stronger on the palate. I gotta say, it's at 80 proof and as light as it is, I would say it's a very easy drinker. If you were a sipper and you wanted something and you were definitely dead set on getting yourself a Scotch, and that's the only Scotch they had, I guess. I mean, I'm not locked into one particular type of whiskey or another, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not too fond of this. Some people say they like it. Some people say it's a staple. Some people say it's a must-have on the back of your shelf. Well, I think that's where I'm going to keep this until I figure out something to do with it. Maybe I'll toss it in my trash can whiskey. That video come later. So let me know what you think. Rare J&B blended Scotch whiskey. It's a no-go for me. But let me know what you think. Thanks for joining me here with Mr. Randy at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.